Hey guys, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we are live. Live and fresh, too, boy. Your boy got a haircut and a shave. Looking good, looking smooth. I'm ready. I'm ready for Kansas City this weekend. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Stephen D, home of the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers, not flip-floppers. That's right, no more flip-floppers today. We ain't going there today. Clock Blockers, Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. How's everybody doing this morning? Want to give a big shout out to the people that are in the chat box. Give a big shout out to Pete. What's up, Pete? John, A's, Dolphins, Grizzlies, the real master at work over here trying to troll people. Colin, Stetson, Duke. Wow, here today with my good friend Duke from Australia. Foster's beer. What's up, Duke? How you doing over there in Australia? Lance, Fins Up 74, Mikey, Sway 2387, and Flipside Fishing. Super excited that y'all hanging out with us. As y'all come on in, hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit it, tap it, whatever y'all got to do to it. Smack it. I don't care. It's Spread Kindness Friday. Spread a little bit of love by hitting that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you guys also want to, you guys can sign up to become a member today. I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to be mad at you if you sign up and join the family. I'm putting it in the chat box right now, the link for you to sign up and become a member. I want 3 new members today. Can I get 3 new members to the channel? It's Friday. It's Friday. 3 new members to the channel. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. You see that confidence? Get a fresh cut weekly. Boy, I know I feel good. I feel good, Big Drip ENT. I'm just saying. What's good, Stephen D? Best morning show in the world, Mr. C.W. Brown 3. I appreciate that. I think so. And if you think so, that means we both think so. It's Friday. It's a great day. Okay, also, if you guys want to donate to the channel and help the channel grow, there's a lot of stuff we got coming up, and the donations aren't going to hurt. They're only going to help, okay? I don't care if it's $1. 3 different ways you guys can do it. You guys can use the YouTube Live Super Chat, which is the $ down at the bottom of the chat. You guys can use PayPal, which is MSM Podcast Network, and then you can also do Cash App, which is $ MSM Podcast Network. All right. And if you guys want to do that, and if you guys want to do Cash App or PayPal, I'm putting it in the chat box here. You guys can take this link and you guys can do it right there. Okay. Yes. Okay. Ennis, I will not be repeating that comment on the air, although I have no comment for that comment, Ennis. Chef Jew is in the building. The OG, triple OG, OG. Good morning, Stephen D and everyone. How y'all doing this morning? Super excited. Want to give a big shout out to the people that I'm going to be hanging out with this weekend. Tail greeter, my man Nick. We're going to do a big in Kansas City. Our logo's going to be on a NASCAR. I'm just saying, I'm a little hype. I'm a little hype about it. It's going to be dope. Okay? Actually, I'm going to pull out a picture for you later. I should have already had that pulled up, but it's dope. I want to give a big shout out to Tail Greeter. If you don't know who Tail Greeter is, I don't know what you're doing. You better go download the app. Go download the app right now. When you get there, use the promo code Miami Sports Music. Use the promo code Miami Sports Music. Go on your phone, go to the App Store. If you have a Crapple, go ahead to your Crapple App Store. Or if you have an Android, Team Android all day, you guys can go ahead to your Google Play Store and download the app. All right? Also, follow Tail Greeter on social media all weekend because I'm going to be doing social media stuff with them all weekend. Go follow them on their Instagram at Tail Greeter and make sure, I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all going to miss out on some great content. If you don't follow at Miami Sports Music on Instagram and Facebook this weekend, y'all going to miss out on some awesome, amazing content. all week, and we're going to do stuff on Instagram and Facebook. So be on the lookout for that. And if you want to follow me, I'm going to have some pretty cool stuff too. At Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Because that's what we're going to do today. All right, it is Spread Kindness Friday. So you know what that means. I got a pretty awesome guy I get to do Friday shows with. And matter of fact, we're matching with the same hat today because we're cool like that. My man Cam from East 32 Tail.
What's up, man? What's up, Stephen D? What's up, Clock Blocker Flat fam? I see y'all in the chats, man. I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you every morning, man, breaking it down in the chats. I think it's cool stuff that everybody shows up on a daily basis and supports the show. Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. My wife, real quick, our anniversary, 10-year wedding anniversary is today. And she's in St. Louis, not St. Louis. I forget where she is. She's at a conference for her AKA. She's an AKA, so they have I guess a big conference going on. And so shout out to AKAs. And so she's there, and I'm going to be in Kansas City. So we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary apart. But we're going to celebrate when we get back. Not too far apart. I'll be in Kansas City. You're right. You are correct about that.
Louis isn't too far.
10 years. 10 years of being married to that wonderful, amazing woman. And 10 years for her of putting up with my crap for 10 years.
Hey, man, 10 years is something to be celebrated. That's a hell of a milestone. And congratulations.
I appreciate that.
I think Ennis already said how you got there.
How did Ennis say I got there? Oh, his comment earlier? Okay. See? Shake Money, we got a new member. That's one. We got a new member. I need 2 more new members today. At least. If you want to do 5, I ain't going to be mad at you either. Let's get 2 more new members today. That's awesome. What's up, Shake Money? Welcome to the family.
Hey, and what's up, Chef Jew, man? I appreciate you. Come by the tailgate, East 32 Dolphins tailgate. I see you're going to get your tail greeter ticket today. Right on, man. I love that. Come hang out, man, and we'll do our thing this weekend.
Make sure when you download the app, use Miami Sports Music promo code. Go ahead, Cam. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure I threw that out there.
No, man. It's the tailgates. It's the vibe before the game, and we're going to get that dub this week.
All day long. All right. Before we get into all this Dolphin talk, because we got to.
I got a couple other things.
I know I'm about to say I got a couple of other things to talk about. You ready?
Yeah, man.
Let me pull up this screen here. Let me pull up this wonderful screen. The Miami Heat opened last night against the defending champions and whooped that butt. 137-95. They manhandled the defending champions, son. They manhandled them. Where are those Spurs fans at? I need y'all talking crap. Let's go. Y'all ain't ready for the Heat this year. They scored 40 points in the first quarter, Cam.
Hey, they were ready, and they spent that offseason thinking about how much that butt whooping hurt in the playoffs last year that the Bucks put on them. And listen, and that's what good teams do, right? They don't forget. They came out prepared, and I told you the other day, this team is deep. Kyle Lowry only had 5.6 assists and played 22 minutes. But let me tell you something. If this is the Tyler hero that we're going to get on a consistent basis throughout the season, watch out. One of, I think, 7 players in NBA history to score 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in under 20 minutes.
I mean, absolutely unbelievable. Let's go to the Heat. Look, Jimmy Butler, 29 points. PJ Tucker, 21 points. Bam scored 20. Tyler Harris scored 27. Dwayne got 13.
And 9 rebounds. That's what I'm concerned about. That's right.
I mean,
listen, it was a team effort.
I'm about to say the bench did their thing, man.
I told you, man, the bench is strong. They're mature. The young guys that they've been bringing along, like, hey, this Max Strus, he's going to play some legitimate minutes.
Can you explain to me what happened to Kyle Lowry, man?
Hey, Kyle Lowry did his thing. He played defense. He set up the offense, got the offense in motion. listen, I'm not mad at that. Like, don't expect Kyle Lowry to come in here and lead this team in every category, every game, because that's not the way this team is built. Share the ball, move the ball, find the opening, get it to Bam, kick it out. That's the thing, and that's what they did last night.
Well, look, they won. They're 1-0. They're undefeated right now, and they go into Indiana tomorrow to face the Pacers, another difficult team in the East. But I have to say, man, I'm excited.
Hey, man, they look good coming out of the gate. I think there's I hope we're not setting ourselves up for disappointment, because they came out flawless last night. They'll have their ups and downs, but, man, I love what I saw last night. That was awesome.
Well, last night, another team in South Florida also played, the Florida Panthers.
4-0, brother.
4-0, baby. They won 4-1 against the Colorado Avalanche. Dude, they looked amazing last night. They scored 1 in the first period, 2 in the second period, and hey, just for fun, they scored another 1 in the third period, and they looked good.
A couple things that stood out for me in that game, because I watched a good portion of that second period and first half of the third period. Uncle Bob in between the pipes did his thing. Only I think he had 33 shots saved and on 34 shots total.
30 of 31.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was solid. And how about our man Sam Bennett? 4 goals in 4 games.
I mean, dude,
4 goals in 4 games for Sam Bennett, man. That's something else.
Dude, they look dominant. They look like they came ready. You know how we thought the Dolphins were going to come out of the preseason ready to go? Well, we thought that about the Panthers too, except the Panthers are delivering.
Hey, and you know what? That's a good analogy. You know why? Because the Panthers have a coach who's been there and done that. All right? He knows, and he's got a veteran team. And Coach Q has a veteran team on this Panthers team with a good mix of young talent that they've brought along slowly over the years and now know the role and are playing up to it. Man, that's how you build a winner. Well, someone down at Dolphin Stadium should be taking notice of what's going on up there in Sunrise.
If you go look at the first 4 games, 4-1, 4-1, 5-1, and 5-4. That's 10, 14, 18 goals in the first 4 games.
Something they struggled doing last year.
I know. Unreal. Tomorrow night they play in Philadelphia against the Flyers, but if you want to see your hometown Panthers next week on Monday and Wednesday, they will be back home in South Florida. So make sure you guys go support them, because it's going to be a fun year watching them.
And speaking of support, man, I'm really excited and proud that the Panthers are selling out. That stadium was packed again last night.
Dude, it's a fun atmosphere to go there and watch them, and I'm super excited for them. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome, man.
Look, that's all on my end. We could talk about baseball, but man, look, the Marlins aren't in it, and it looks like Houston's going to beat Boston, and I don't know.
Don't say that.
I don't want to see the cheaters win.
Last year, the Braves had a 3-1 lead on the Dodgers and lost 3 straight, and then they just lost last night. So it's 3-2 going back to Atlanta. Atlanta's got a bullpen game, so who knows what's going to happen. I think that's tonight. Dodgers and Braves. That's going to be exciting.
Houston leads Boston 3-2, and the Dodgers lead Atlanta 3-2.
I'm not counting out Boston because they have an explosive offense. I'd like to see Boston win.
If you had to say which game is going to a Game 7, Houston or the LA or the American League,
odds will tell you Houston and Boston, but I'd like to see Dodgers and Braves.
I wanted to see a Boston-Atlanta World Series, and I still hope that happens. But
yeah, me too.
Either way, no matter what happens, I just don't want to see Houston win. And I'm not a big fan of the Dodgers. So, yeah. As long as either the Braves get in or Boston gets in, I don't know if I can root for Boston, though, either to win a World. It's so tough. I just want my team. I want to see Atlanta win. That's what I want to see. I want to see Atlanta win.
Either all 4 teams have ex-Cubs, so I'm good.
All right, that's enough baseball talk. Anything else you want to bring up before we get into this Dolphin chatter?
Not at all, bro. Because I got something to say.
Uh-oh. It sounded like you about to drop a mic. I don't need all that this early in the morning.
But listen, man. You go ahead.
All right, here's what's going to happen. Before I get into that, I just want to say this weekend, I'm flying into Kansas City tonight. Late tonight, I'll be in Kansas City. So follow me on social media. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of stuff, even on the way to the airport. So follow me at Stephen D SKPL. Tomorrow is not the Cup race. I want to say Busch, but it's not Busch anymore either. They always change their name, and so there'll be a race tomorrow at 1:00, and then there'll be another race tomorrow at night, the ARCA series. But I'll be pretty much doing stuff the whole day. I'm going to hopefully have a couple of hours live stream from the infield of the race, which I'm pretty excited about. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then on Sunday is the Cup race. I'm not exactly sure how much streaming I'll be able to do. It will not be a traditional pregame show or anything. Because we got to take pictures with the car and we got to meet with the sponsors and everything like that. But I really would hope that you guys follow me on social media, retweet anything I put out, or share and like anything we put out on Instagram or Facebook. And guys, if you can, couple times during the Dolphins 1:00 game, just head over to the NASCAR race and just put on the NASCAR race and check out to see if you see the number 52 tail greeter car with the Miami Sports Music logo on the back of the car, because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Cam, I wish you were coming with me. I wish you were coming, man. It's going to be awesome. But you're going to be doing your own thing at East 32.
That's right. I got a tailgate to hold down, bro.
All right. Let's get into Dolphin chat. So, yesterday was a whirlwind day. It seems like the last 48 hours, 72 hours have been a little bit crazy for Miami Dolphins fans, for, just YouTubers in general. I mean, you go look at Reese's channel, TD's channel, Dougley's channel. It's been insane. It's been insane. And there's been a lot of talk. And look, the talk has been mostly about a guy who's not on a roster, Deshaun Watson. I truly believe if we get him, he does change this franchise, and I think he brings excitement where there's no excitement right now. I do also believe that Tua, with the right coaching and right player development and time, operative word there, time, can be a very, very, very good quarterback in this league. I just don't think he's going to get that time here, and I don't think the coaching staff is here to develop him properly. So that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. I'm torn because I just want Miami to do what's best, but they're deep down inside of me. I always say Miami has literally tried everything, but the only thing they have never tried is trading the house for one player. And I think because of the off-the-field issues that this player has, it's why it's so controversial. Because otherwise it'd be a slam dunk to make this trade and execute this trade, no matter what they're asking, in my opinion. So I don't know. We're 1-5. The reality is, if we win, there's 11 games left. If we win 8 of the last 11, maybe there's an outside chance we get in. I'm putting playoffs out of my mind. I just want to finish strong. But that's kind of where I'm at, Cam. You tell me what you see.
Deep breaths, bro. Deep breaths, you flip-flopping son of a gun. Listen, answer me this.
Riddle me this, Batman.
Riddle me this. Who's our quarterback?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Who's our second-string quarterback?
Jacoby Brissett.
Who's our third-string quarterback?
Reed Sinnett.
Did any one of those names have Deshaun Watson in it?
They do not.
I do. That I don't give a damn who's not on our roster. I don't care about this talk. I don't care about some Houston beat reporter stirring up the pot again. I don't care about Omar Kelly. I don't care about Big O. I don't care about anybody else with a YouTube channel projecting Watson and what he'll do to this team, because he ain't here. All right. I have my thoughts about what they should and shouldn't do, but my thoughts don't count. Like, it only matters what the team does, and Tua is here, and he's our quarterback, and I want to see our team continue to build around him. My opinion, man, if Ross dictates Watson coming here, like, that's not in his DNA, right? Like, there's too much hanging over Watson's head for Ross to want to bring that kind of dark cloud over this franchise. He's worked very, very hard to build a clean franchise, and he takes pride on that. You know, a little bit of police action here and there with X, and who was the University of Miami running back that they had in trouble with in 2016 or 17, whatever it was.
I know you're talking about the Cincinnati Bengals running back.
Yeah. But outside of that, you know, Ross has run a clean franchise. His organization's clean. You know, they're not going to want that kind of publicity headache, regardless of how good a player is. I don't care if he's, you know, got Dan Marino's arm, Roger Staubach's intuitiveness, and Vince or McMahon's want to win. Like, it doesn't matter how good a player he is.
Estefan has something to say to you there.
Trade deadline's coming, man. If they do it, listen, it ain't done, Estefan. It ain't done. And until it does, I'm not going to really entertain the thought or conjecture of why or why not or what Watson could do here. Because let me tell you something. This team, as it's built right now, is not a one player away from making the playoffs, okay? If you want someone, I read on Twitter earlier, man, if you want to bring Watson here and then flip him for 3 offensive linemen, God bless. Because that's what we need. We need, you know, Tua hasn't been set up for success. We don't have a bell cow running back. We don't have, you know, stud right tackle. For God's sake, we're running Jesse Davis out on the right tackle again. Are you kidding me? Our first round draft pick, you know, from last year is now moved into guard. We drafted 2 guards who can't, you know, Solomon Kinley and Robert Hunt, that can't even see the field. Hunt's doing a decent job. Our center that was drafted as a guard is injured. And our starting center right now is somebody we picked up 2 weeks ago. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, Deshaun Watson is not coming here and turning on the light bulb and making this franchise better. Period. So you know who is? Tua.
Let me ask you a question. All right. And this is, I see a lot of people in the chat rooms that are obviously supporting you, supporting your rhetoric on how you feel about it. Here's my thing. Number one, we're a sports podcast. We're a sports morning show. Our job is to talk about what ifs or what could be. That's part of doing a morning show. Okay? Number two, I also want to say that what you'll also find very interesting is from the standpoint of what the Dolphins can do and will do are 2 different things. And with that being said, I need people to know that if you want to keep Tua, that's fine. But I need y'all to understand that we're a 2 or 3 year process with Tua.
100%.
And there's going to be more losing involved. And the operative word is more patience.
That comes with the territory, right? He's got 11 games in. Allen up in Buffalo, this is his 3rd or 4th year. He's had all that time. Kyler Murray's had 3 or 4 years, you know, to develop. Like, these guys have been given time to develop, and, you know, this fan base doesn't realize that it takes time.
But do you really think Stephen Ross is going to give Greer and the staff another 2 to 3 years? I don't think so. He wants to win now.
Florence is in year 3. It's his 2nd year with Tua. And the first year was totally landmine because he was still recovering from an injury, and you had Fitzpatrick here.
So, all right, let's say we go 500 the rest of the year, Cam. That adds us at 6 and 11, right? We end up 6 and 11, and if you're looking at that, what I'll say is, then we go into next year. We got Cam. Deshaun gets traded to another team. We miss out on him. Okay. Now all of a sudden we're sitting there, and the fan base are going, "What if?" Let's say we start again slow. We're going to be stuck right in the same position that we were in with Tannehill where we were just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for a day that never came. And you know what? It's not Tannehill's fault. It's the coaching staff. It was the front office. They never got the right guys in there.
You got to give Tua time to develop and build around him. Now, you can make the argument that Tua hasn't been built around, and like Greer has done a horrible job of building around him. That's fair. And it's not fair to Tua. It's not fair to the fans. It's not fair to the rest of the team, especially someone like X and Byron Jones, and these defensive players like Agba that have been balling out, Baker, who you just re-upped. They're doing their job. But because Greer can't surround Tua with competent, offensive players, number one, an O-line, number two, a running back or running backs that could, take the pressure off him. And number three, you've got wide receivers, but for freak's sake, Fuller has seen one game. Come on, man.
Yeah, but
But what? That's reality.
No, it is. But the reality is we're in the same position we were in 7 years ago.
But that's not Tua's fault.
13 years ago. But I'm over it, bro.
You're over what? You were over it with Tannehill after 7 years, right? And look what he's doing. He's got a bell cow running back. He's got an excellent offensive line, and he's got wide receivers that know how to ball out. He's got a system tailored around him.
Cameron, if in 2 years we're still in the same position we're in, which is very likely, I'm gonna be a very pissed off fan. Very
2
pissed
years
off.
from now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take that. Because if 2 years from now we haven't progressed into a perennial playoff team, then then
you'll take into account we don't have a chance to get Deshaun because he gets traded.
Who cares about Deshaun?
Because if you don't go get him, bro,
Deshaun has a chance never to play in the NFL again.
Deshaun will play in the NFL again.
Really?
Michael Vick played in the NFL again. Deshaun Watson will.
Yeah, Michael Vick did his time.
And I've not seen one criminal charge posted to this man yet.
I also haven't seen him put on the field either.
That's not him. That's the Texans organization with him. They don't get along. None of this came to light until he said, I no longer wanted to play for the Texans.
Let me tell you something. If you think Mr. Ross is a stupid man, do you think this organization is run by ignorant people that don't do the research? Because if Watson is able to play, if these threats weren't credible, they would have made that trade months ago.
It's not about them being credible or not credible. I'm not here to say.
Are you serious?
But, dude, there's been no criminal charges pressed against him yet.
Then why isn't he playing?
Not one.
Then why is he not playing?
Because he doesn't want to play for the Texans. They're playing a game of chicken. Then
the trade would have been made.
I disagree.
How do you disagree? All right, so if there's no credible evidence to hold them to these charges, and
I'm not saying there have been no charges to this man. You're presuming him guilty.
No, I am not. I am not.
You are. But
no, I am not. I would have said no. I am not. He would be in the Dolphins uniform if there weren't credible evidence. So you think Ross hasn't done his research? You think his lawyers haven't communicated with the lawyers in Houston? Do you think they don't know everything about Deshaun Watson? They would have brought him here already.
Can you explain to me why there have been no federal charges pressed against him yet?
Federal
or state? Federal or state?
It's
why have there been no charges against him? Not one.
I don't know. But I'll tell you what, he's not playing, and that's all that matters.
I'm telling you right now, if this was any regular individual, A, he would have probably already been charged with something. And B, if there was any sort of evidence, he definitely would have been charged with something. Because he's one of the top 5 quarterbacks of a sports league.
Who cares?
One of the top 5. Look, it shouldn't matter, but the reality is it does. So you got to put into account 2 things. Number one, you're innocent till proven guilty. And as far as I'm concerned, he's had no charges against him. I'm not saying there's something not wrong with the guy.
All right, so, Steven, let's say we give up 2 first-round draft picks, 2 second-round draft picks.
3 first rounds.
Who cares? Whatever the stupid amount that Houston's requesting,
okay.
What if the Dolphins pony up and push all their chips in, and then he gets indicted? How would you feel then?
I would be like, bro, we at least tried to do something.
Dude, you would be like, swear jar, we fucked up.
Bro, there's no way. Because what we've been doing for the last 20 years, Cam, has not worked.
Because we give up on young quarterbacks that we draft the first fucking.
What do you mean we give up on quarterbacks? We let Tannehill play for 7 years.
Listen, y'all, you're ready to trade Tua after 11 games.
I'm saying I'm ready to go get a top 5 quarterback after 11 games.
And who's to say Tua's not?
It's going to take time. Nobody disagrees with that.
That's what we're in this for.
No, bro.
Yes. He's got 11 games in. You're saying he can't develop into someone Allen is or Murray is? Those guys have had 3 years of player development. You need to give Tua that kind of time.
Bro, are you telling me that you thought we were going to be 1-5 this year, Cam?
No, absolutely not, but it's not on Tua.
I'm not saying that it is, but you have to admit that it doesn't make it any easier.
Listen, he did enough to win last week, and Flores screwed him, right? Brissett played 3 games and lost all 3 games.
If we had Deshaun, would we have lost last week? Yes or no?
No, we wouldn't have lost because we wouldn't have won either. He wouldn't be here. That you can't play hypotheticals. You cannot play hypotheticals. I say Deshaun Watson is not going to make this team better from day one. Who's he going to throw to? Who's he going to hand off to? Nobody, because you know why? You got Jesse Davis playing right tackle, crushing him.
Bro.
You kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not kidding you. I'm telling you right now. Here's what's going to happen. One of us are going to be right in this situation. One of us are going to be right. And the reality is we're going to know in about 18 to 24 months. And here's what's going to be. We're either going to see Deshaun went to another team, got to continue his Hall of Fame career. Even if something happens, I don't think it'll be anything big. He'll still play in the NFL again. That I 100% believe, no matter what the outcome is. Number 2, Tua gets to stay here for another 2 or 3 years. Our team doesn't progress because they don't bring in the right coaching personnel, because that's what's got to happen. And now all of a sudden we're stuck in the same thing we were with Ryan Tannehill. He's going to go to another team that has great coaching or a good setup, either or, and bam, he's going to be a quarterback. Here's a reality: Ryan Tannehill has a huge opportunity to win a Super Bowl in Tennessee again. And I'm telling. So when you ask the question, would I give up the farm for Deshaun Watson, and then all of a sudden in 6 months he gets suspended for 2 years or a year or whatever? He gets suspended indefinitely and he serves his time, and then he's able. I 100% would be like, you know what? We at least tried. We went out there. We tried to go get a top 5 quarterback.
And my point is,
because I believe that the way this team is constructed right now, that even if we give Tua 2 or 3 years, it's not going to make a difference with this coaching staff.
You telling me that Ross is going to want that headache over his head? No, no way. He is not going to trade. He is not going to authorize a trade for the farm for a player that's going to sit out another season at the minimum.
Read this question. How many elite quarterbacks have the Miami Dolphins had? Don't worry, I'll wait. 2. Bob Greasy and Dan Marino.
Let me tell you something. Those guys had plenty of time to develop. Marino didn't start like from day one.
Bro, Marino was in the Super Bowl his 2nd year.
Yeah, who cares?
And he had a great coaching staff.
Exactly. You can't. So it's not on Tua. So don't pinpoint it on the QB.
So you're still making my point for me, Cam.
No, I am not.
Yes,
you got to give Tua
Cam, I'm not saying not to give the man a chance.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, with the coaching staff that's in place right now, that I don't see changing, Tua will not succeed in Miami with this coaching staff. It won't happen.
Well, then that's a whole other conversation. You get rid of the coaching staff. You bring in veteran leaders. Like
Deshaun Watson, who knows
I didn't say veteran coaching leaders.
Yeah.
They've got rookie offensive quarterback. They got a rookie offensive line coordinator. Like, come on, man. You just said right there, it's the coaches that got to go, right? The coaches are the denominator.
And I'm not even saying flow. I'm telling you, the coaches that are in the coaching, like, it's the blind leading the blind. It's straight up like that.
So you're taking the players out of the equation.
I'm taking the players out of the equation. I will.
Okay, I'm fine with that then. If you have a problem with the coaches, I do too. You've got rookie offensive coordinator. You got a rookie defensive coordinator. You got who knows who calling the plays in the quarterback's ear. That's not fair to two of the other players. I agree with that. But it's not on Tua.
NorCal says, get him, Cam.
Man, I'm hot today.
I just want you to know I love you. It's Spread Kindness Friday. We arguing on Spread Kindness Friday. That's all right. It's all love. It's all love. All right, look. Here's my thing. We'll both agree that it's not on the players. It's on the coaching staff to develop the players. And we both agree that Flo doesn't have anybody to lean on to help develop players in this. We believe that Flo is a good coach, but Flo has not brought in the right personnel surrounding him to do it. And which leads me to my next issue. Okay? We had Jim Caldwell here. He got sick, had the opportunity to come back. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're making my point. We had all these veterans come in to try to help develop these younger guys out the door.
You know why? I'll tell you why. So Flores comes from the Belichick coaching tree, right?
Yeah.
Matt Patricia, correct?
Yeah.
Who's the offensive coordinator in New England right now? Daniels, right?
Josh McDaniels.
Although
it looks like Steven Belichick has been calling plays.
Josh McDaniel. There's a fourth one I'm missing. Ex-head coach. Anyway, my point is that there's a certain operating standard that Belichick teaches, and that's his way or the highway. Very disciplined, no fun, get your work done, get out the door, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the type of coaching mentality that works for
Eric Mangini.
Thank you. All losing records. You know why? They lost their locker rooms because of this type of culture that was instilled by their coaches, by their head coaches. And that comes from the Belichick coaching tree. And you're seeing it happen here in Miami. There's been a lot of pushback by this style. There's dissension in the locker room, and you're seeing the results on the field. Like, it's kind of an undisciplined style of play because the players aren't invested in the system anymore. And that's my observation, my opinion. I think it's a culture issue. Today's player is not the same player that was brought up 20 years ago, 30 years ago when Belichick was learning how to develop this coaching style, right? More progressive coaches like the one in Kyle in Arizona, the one in San Francisco. These guys are having success because they're more relatable to their players because of the age difference is different. The culture difference is different because they're more of a player's coach atmosphere than what's going on in Miami. That's my opinion. That's my observation of why this team has gotten off to such a difficult start. Like, there's teams around the league that have subpar offensive lines, but they hit their assignments, right? But this team isn't hitting their assignments. They're not making the plays that they're put in position to make. And why? I think it's just undisciplined play.
What I'll say is I think the reason that you had the opportunity to be successful in the NFL is not one head coach. Belichick hasn't been great because Belichick does it by himself. Belichick has great coaches surrounding him with a lot of talent and they know their role. And they're good at their role.
Culture.
Yeah. And they know their role. So Flores is trying to create that. I give you that. But Flores has not brought in anybody or kept anybody to make that. Like, it doesn't.
And that's my point. It's his way or the highway, right? There's no.
You're never going to succeed like that, bro.
Well, and we agree. Like, I firmly believe that Jim Caldwell is not here because of it.
All right. So we both agree on. Yeah. That he's not because
Caldwell's not here because of that culture.
So you look at that. excuse me, I'm sorry. You look at that and you say, hey, look, that is why I am all for bringing in Deshaun Watson. Because I truly believe that in 2 years, we're still going to be in the same boat with Flo. Nobody's going to come. Like you had, look, we had the chance to get Pep Hamilton as our offensive coordinator. I would have loved to see Pep Hamilton run this offense. Look what he did last year with Herbert. I know he could make Tua into somebody great, you know? And so it's a matter of bringing in certain people with a certain, like that have been OCs or head coaches, know how to run offensive game plans in the NFL, know how to develop quarterbacks to be able to read stuff, bringing in an offensive line coach who knows talent when he sees it, and when not. And if you can do all that, I believe that then I have no problem waiting 2 or 3 years for Tua. I have no problem if you're going to do that. But there has been no basis. There's been no evidence to support my theory that that's going to happen, or to support your theory that that's going to happen. So with that being said, you bring in Watson, who doesn't really need a coach, who knows already how to do it, and you let the chips fall where they may. And at the end of the day, you still have a top 5 quarterback, even if you have to go bring in a new head coach 2 years from now. But if you don't, and you pass up on him, and we're stuck again in 2 years the same way we were 3 years ago, the same way we were 11 years ago, the same way we were 7 years ago, I'm going to be pissed, Cameron. I'm going to be pissed.
Listen,
because it repeatedly happens, regime after regime after regime after regime. And you can only point to one person then, Stephen Ross. I love the guy, but I don't trust him as far as I can see him because he doesn't make good decisions.
Man, you're going to suck me into this Watson thing again. He ain't here, all right? Period. And until he is, I'm not even going to entertain the thought.
Forget that. Forget that for a minute. Forget that for a minute. Do you not agree that there is a likelihood that we're in the same scenario 2 years from now? I'm not saying you think there's a likelihood that it happens.
If this coaching staff is here?
Yes.
With Watson?
No, I'm not throwing his name in there anymore for you, Cameron. I'm not going to say that the W name. I'm not going to say. I'm going to say I'll refer to him from now on as top 5 quarterback.
Let me ask you
something. I'm not even saying top 5 quarterback. I'm saying Tua.
Let me ask you something. With this coaching staff, this roster as it's constructed, this offensive game plan, Watson comes in here at the trade deadline. How many more wins is he worth versus Tua?
Oh, easily 3 or 4.
You're high.
No, how? There's no way we lose Vegas. There's no way we lose.
No, I'm saying going forward. I'm saying with the remainder.
I got you. I understand, bro. I understand what you're saying.
I'm not talking about what could have happened in the past.
There's 4 big potential likely losses left on the schedule.
Bills.
Everything else is winnable.
Ravens.
What are the Raven? Oh, what did you say?
Bills. Ravens.
Yep. Come on, 2 more.
New England.
Saints. And Tennessee.
Losing the Saints
and Tennessee.
Tennessee for sure.
I'm telling you right now.
Let me ask you this. What happens if they lose this Sunday?
We're going to be stuck in the same position we're in, having the same discussion about Watson, and having like it's like, what do you mean? What does that question even mean?
No, in relation to the coaching staff, do you think there should be accountability? Let's say Tua has a good game again. He throws for 3. You know, let me tell you something. First
Even
of all,
if you go fire,
hold on. This offense produced more yards than it had in 3.5 years this past Sunday and still lost. It's not on Tua. So let's say Tua does the same thing. This offense produces the same way against the Falcons and they lose. Who's held accountable Monday? My point is how much rope are you? I hate to use that term. So how much? What are you going to give Flores? How long are you going to give Flores and this coaching staff?
Flores gets the rest of the year. The coaching staff, unless you can bring somebody else in to increase the odds for him, you're not going to bring in anybody that's going to be better than the current OCs.
You know what? That was exactly my point. Is that there's nobody behind Flores to take the reins if something that happens. Like Greer and the team management didn't set this team staff up. They gave Flores carte blanche, right? There's nobody threatening Flores for his job. There's nobody to take Flores's position on this current coaching staff. All right, so we're stuck with Flores in my eyes, right? For better or for worse.
For this year, yes, 100%.
For this year. But so who's held accountable, man?
I don't think you can fire anybody unless you're gonna say, you know what, we're just scrapping it all, which is I'm telling you is a conversation that Ross is having or has had or is going.
The season's already scrapped. They're not making the playoffs, so it's all about Tua's development.
And if Tua doesn't develop,
he has one game in. So
look, here's the thing. I think Tua's going to do good. I really do. But I don't think he's going to do, it's not going to be enough to go into next season like, oh, yeah, Tua's the guy. He's going to be able to turn this franchise. No. Now, if in the offseason, if Greer and Flo go, okay, we're just going to scrap our entire coaching staff and bring in all veterans, then I'd like, but the veteran OC has to keep the current playbook as is. I have no problem with that. Because I don't think the game plan's wrong. I just think the execution of it is wrong.
Let me ask you this. What would convince you, what kind of performance in terms of stats and throw out wins or losses would Tua have to put on the board for the remainder of the season for you to feel confident that he's our man going forward, that you can build this franchise?
300 yards per game and 2 touchdowns. Give me 300 yards per game and 2 touchdowns.
And a QBR rating 90
and above. 90 and above.
So he did all 3 of those things Sunday.
He did 100%. But you also need to give me 3 and 4 touchdown games too. But at minimum,
100%.
You got to do that. So
putting the team in position to win, that's his job, to win games. He did that Sunday. He's going to do it again this Sunday. He's going to do it against the Texans.
You remember Draft Day? You remember the movie Draft Day?
Yeah.
All right. Who was the head coach in that? What's his real life name? The guy from the Fireman Show on FX back in the day. What is his name? Does the car commercials?
I'll tell you right now.
Why can't I think of his name? It's a
Oh yeah. Kevin Costner.
No, Kevin Costner's the main character, the head coach.
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary's character in that says something. He goes, I have a quarterback who understands how to read defenses, knows my playbook inside and out. I don't have time for a rookie quarterback to learn everything. So I bring that I bring that to you here. What let's play devil's advocate. What veteran offensive coordinator is going to want to come in and either A, teach somebody a brand new playbook, and or B, take a playbook that's not his and help a quarterback who's young progress? Because there's a lot of cons with that. Because that puts that person's butt on the line if that person doesn't succeed.
Listen, we're all in this. We bought into the program. This team was torn down, when Greer and Flores got here, and they amassed a boatload of draft picks. They drafted a franchise quarterback in their eyes. We're in this for that program, and they're doing exactly what the Dolphins haven't done for so long, is that they strip it down. They build draft capital. They build, a salary cap, space. And we can have all the conversations in the world about whether they made good draft picks, whether they made good free agent signings. That's, or where they brought in the right coaches. That is what we should be debating. But the fact that this team was torn down and a foundation was built, allegedly. These are the growing pains a team like that has, whether it's year 2, year 3, year 4. They shouldn't be year 4. Year 3, we should be seeing, type of development that tells us as a whole, this team is a playoff contender.
But we
got all excited last year because, this team went 10-6. And I'll tell you something. I was thinking about this. Florida, that 4th and 1 play in London or wherever they were playing against Jacksonville. Those are the same types of calls that Flores was making last year and the team was succeeding at, right? And then you throw in the fact that the wizard, Fitzpatrick and his horseshoe of an arm, bailed Flores out a couple times, brought that team to 10-6. They don't have that luxury of Fitzpatrick bailing them out because they invested in Tua. I'm fine with that. We were all fine with that at the beginning of the year. Secondly, the plays that Flores and decisions that Flores is making were the same as last year, aren't working out for him this year. And you're seeing the results. Like, you could say this team got killed by Buffalo. That's not on Flores. But you can say 100% that they should have beat the Raiders because there was a bad coaching decision. Sure, Sanders missed a field goal. We still would have beat them. He missed a field goal in London. We would have won. So no one's bringing up Jason Sanders' name. But still, the coaching decisions that were made cost this team at least 2, and I'll say 3 wins. So think about that first and foremost before you put all this on Tua's shoulders, because it ain't him.
Why do you think I'm putting it on Tua's shoulders?
I'm saying you and the collective.
Why do you think? What have I said to make you think that I'm putting it on Tua's shoulders?
That you would rather have Watson here.
So taking everything out off the field, Watson is a 10 times better quarterback than Tua is by light years.
But he comes with the baggage you don't want as a franchise.
But we're taking off the field out.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
You can't. You have to factor in the off-field because he's part of your organization.
It's worth the risk.
Are you serious now?
100%.
Steven, it ain't worth the risk. It ain't worth the risk to Mr. Ross because he's the one having to write the check.
Ross is the one that wants him, Cameron.
How do you know that? He would have been here if that's the case.
Everything that I've read from our own reporters,
but none of it, dude. Omar Kelly, come here. Come on,
bro.
Man.
I'm trying to tell you.
On,
Ross is the one that is. So at the beginning of the
Ross wants to win, right?
Ross wants to win. Hold up. I'm about to flip flop. I just want to prepare everybody. I'm about to flip flop. Here's a flip flop statement for you. At the beginning of the year, I said there's no way in the world that Stephen Ross, the owner, has his hands in any of the cookie jar on how this team shakes out. I said that. I said I called people crazy to think that Stephen Ross has any say in how this team shakes out. I'm going to tell you right now, Stephen Ross has been the one advocating to get Deshaun Watson in the building. He knows the fans are pissed off. He knows that. He knows we want a winner on the field.
He doesn't want a rapist in his locker room.
He's not. See, it's statement. All right, I love you. You're my brother from another mother. It's statements like that, though, that are the reason why, like, he has not been charged with anything. I despise that comment because
and he hasn't been cleared of anything either.
But he hasn't been charged with anything.
All right, so we got to wait to see it play out, right? You don't make that trade when there's the question as big as that, and you don't pay the man franchise-changing money when there's questions about his character. When all you've done since you've been owner of this team is build a franchise based on standards, morality, and character. Period. You don't bring that into your locker room. I don't care if he's got a golden arm. It doesn't matter.
I'm telling you right now.
Your best ability is availability, Steven.
Bro,
he ain't available.
I'm telling you all right now. that I have no doubt in my mind that he is a sex addict and a porn addict or anything like that. I guarantee you he is. But that doesn't make the guy a bad guy. That just means he needs to. It doesn't.
Listen,
It doesn't.
if there's 26 women who say he's a bad guy, then you got to take those.
And by the way, the word rape has never been involved in any of those 22 cases. Sexual misconduct. Big difference between that and rape.
I agree. I shouldn't have used the word rape. So, sexual misconduct, regardless of the charges, there's charges.
And by the way, and you know what? People are right in the. Why does Robert Kraft get away with it and still get to own a team?
Oh, we can go into that subject. If you want to,
let's go.
We can spend a whole 3 hours on this, brother.
Why does Robert Kraft get to keep his franchise and still be involved in the NFL?
Money talks and bullshit walks.
Okay.
And look at this color of his skin too.
We're arguing the same. I'm about to cuss on my own channel. I don't want to do that. We are.
I love it. I'm getting you worked up,
bro. I am worked up, son. I am worked up because I'm telling you right now, in my eyes, there have been no. I'm not saying that these 22 women are lying. I'm not ever going to say that. But what I can go is off what is actually happened and what I have seen, what has come to light. What has come to light that I've seen so far has been there's 22 sexual allegations, use the word correctly, against this man. There have been no rape allegations in those 22 sexual allegations. There have also been there have been recordings that have happened on record where they're testify and their text or IG stuff has totally contradicted what they put in the report. So I can only go based on what I've seen. And what I've seen so far is a lot of wish-washy stuff. That's the best way I can put it. So with that being said, if you don't think that our franchise isn't like Philadelphia sent their own independent investigator to go look at these claims. And they put an offer in. Watson said no. That's been verified. They gave an offer to Houston. Deshaun Watson said no. And they sent their own independent investigator down there. If you don't think Miami hasn't done that, come on, bro. So
my point exactly. Then he will already be here.
No, he wouldn't.
Flip-flopper. You're telling me that the Dolphins send an investigator. They find out these allegations are not going to hold truth in court of law, that he will be acquitted and his name will be cleared. You don't think that Ross would have already said, okay, make the move? Okay, that hasn't happened. Or else this trade would have already been made. Period. Until his name is cleared in either the court of law or these women come forth and say the allegations are untrue, we are at a stopping point and nothing's going to be done.
So you're saying because he has an allegation against him, allegations, that we should that he shouldn't his whole life should stop and he shouldn't be able to do anything? That's effed up, Cam.
That's the world we live in.
That's not the way it should be.
It's the world we live in.
Innocent until proven guilty.
100%.
That is what the U.S. Constitution states.
Well, then if he was innocent, brother, then his name would have been cleared by now, and these allegations would have been wiped off, and he would be playing somewhere in the NFL. But he's not.
Look, here's a reality. Here's a reality.
The reality is he ain't playing. Period.
He will play, and he might not play this year if he doesn't get traded.
Okay, then
if he doesn't get traded, he doesn't play this year.
Moot point. It doesn't matter then.
Yeah, but Houston still got to pay him.
That's Houston's problem, not Miami's.
I understand. And do you truly think that, let's say the trade deadline comes and goes, we don't make the trade, right? You then have Houston that is going to be on the hook. Is it 25 or 35? One of the two. 25 or 35 mil to pay him next year. You think they're going to keep him? Hell no. They're going to get rid of him. They're going to trade him. And I'm telling you right now, Miami's got the best offer on the table.
They would have traded him if he would have been traded if these allegations didn't have any weight. That's period. That he would have been in a Dolphins uniform under your circumstances if he was innocent and these allegations didn't hold any weight. But obviously they do, because it's still going on. He hasn't touched the field and he's not playing and he's not been traded for. So I'm like, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. And I want to give a shout out to Esta, because you got a memory like an elephant, brother. You're right. Xavier had charges against him. The Dolphins gave him an extension, renegotiated his contract, but the difference is the charges were dropped. Whether those charges held any weight or not, was there a negotiation done behind the scenes? That's all conjecture. But Xavier has a clean record as far as that assault case goes.
So Mark Angelo asked, Steven, if you think Ross is pushing for any player, you're wrong. I love you, Mark. You're the Godfather. I don't want no heat, Godfather. But what I will say, do I think he's doing Al Davis and like calling plays from the field no? But do I think that he's having subliminal messaging sent to Greer? Hey, Greer, I'm just telling you, if we have an opportunity to get a top 5 quarterback, I think we should go ahead and do that. That's just my opinion.
Steven.
That's basically Ross saying, hey, go get him or you're going to be let go. That I believe has happened.
Steven Ross worked his entire career at the Related Group in real estate. He bought this franchise and worked tirelessly to build the trust of the community. You know why? Why?
I'm listening, Cam.
Because it builds profitability. He's got people coming to Hard Rock not only for Dolphins games. He's got people, he's funding the Formula One thing. He's got the whole – dude, he took out half the parking lot for tennis, and you've got thousands of people coming for tennis. You know why? Because the community trusts him. You know what? Why? Because he hasn't done anything to blemish I
can tell you one thing he hasn't done.
His image.
To not earn my trust, he ain't put a winner on the field.
Well, listen, and it goes to show, and I hate to say this, we're still going to go to get the Dolphins games, winner or not, because there's hope, right? That's a whole other subject. But my point is he's not bringing Watson here to tear down every iota of work he's made to build the trust in the community. And the community trusts Steven Ross. And, they trust him because they pay for his events. And that's all it's about, brother. That's it. The team on the field, win or lose, is a byproduct of that trust. Period. He ain't bringing Watson here to diminish all of that trust he's built. I don't care if Watson turns into a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Hey, I'm not a betting man. But if we are sitting here 24 months from now, Cam, having the same exact conversation about what do the Dolphins do to get better, how can they get better, I'm telling you, and don't let Watson all the charges get dropped or him only be suspended for 1 year or some craziness like that, goes to another team, wins them. Don't let that happen, because I'm telling you, it's going to be Drew Brees all over again. People already think Drew Brees has happened to us twice with Herbert. I'm not going to do that because I wanted Tua over Herbert.
That's the brother. If Ross did his due diligence and he hasn't been traded for, that tells you something right there. Stephen D.
What?
I love you, man. I hope you have a terrific...
This is supposed to be Spread Kindness Friday. What happened today, bro?
Because this is a heck of a... I'm hot about this, right? Because I'm the type of person that only worries about what's in front of me and not what ifs.
But what's in front of us, we know the writing on the wall, the way that...
No, you don't, because you haven't given Tua the time.
The way the team is currently constructed, you and I both know there's nobody on this coaching staff to help develop that man.
That's a whole other story. I'm talking about giving Tua the time. I said before
the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. So you're going to expect Tua to have all the time in the world, but nobody here to make him better? That makes no sense to me.
I didn't say that. I expect the team to build around him better. I said earlier that Greer has done a lousy job of building around Tua. I'm not disagreeing that.
So do you fire Greer? Does Greer get fired before
Man,
this season's up?
that is a whole other conversation, and he's got a bullseye on his back in my eyes.
All right. You gotta go.
You got plenty of other people over here that need to get on this panel and shoot me up. I'm going to be listening from my car because I got a meeting to roll to.
Bro, here's the real deal. I gotta go to. I can't do a panel this morning. I gotta cut the show early. I still got packing to do, guys. Y'all are not gonna like. I'm sorry.
Woo!
I know. Let me at least get. Hey, I appreciate the donations. We need to stay on course with the rebuild. 1 and 5 start showing us we have more holes than we thought we had. Finish the rebuild. Find your quarterback. Pete says Tua does a lousy job of making people around him better.
Fantasy fan, man, that is so wrong. You look at the passes Tua's made. Brissett wasn't making those passes.
People are mad.
Tua, people are big.
Burn this beat down. I'm unsubscribing. Don't do that.
Andrevius, we love you, brother. Don't unsubscribe.
Bro, I let your wife pack. She's not here.
Yeah, you should have packed last night, cuz.
Bro, I came in, took all my stuff out on the
bed. What time's your flight?
9 o'clock. But I got to go to work.
Work?
Yeah. Look, hey, y'all ain't donated enough money to pay these bills, and I don't have the sponsorships yet like that. So look, I got 2 kids, y'all. I got 2 kids. Look, people are mad. They're really mad.
It's Friday.
Me. They are mad. Come on, yo. Stephen D, we need you. Call in sick. We've been told you to quit that job. Y'all ain't paying my bills.
Hey, Andrevius, I told him the same thing.
Y'all ain't paying these bills. I don't see y'all donating. Now Andrevius be donating like $1 here or there for his swear jar, which you owe today. I
donated $40. I still got credit.
You still got credit.
I got swear credit. Hey, all right, let's finish this off. You got to go now.
I feel bad. I feel like I should let people on for like 5 minutes. Maybe I'll let them on for 5 minutes.
Let a couple of them in. You know who.
All right. If I open this up, donate. All right. I'm gonna open it up for 10 minutes.
Brother, before you do that,
yeah,
I got to roll. I got a meeting to head to.
All right. I love you, bro.
Have a great time in Kansas City. Do your thing. Kiss a lot of babies, shake a lot of hands, take a ton of pictures. Make sure our man Solo D is taken care of. I know you guys are gonna be sharing that bunk in the camper.
Big spoon, little spoon.
But first of all, have a great time, man.
Hey, spread kindness Friday. I do love you.
We should do this more often.
This was a fun back and forth, I will admit. Holy cow, dude, I got like everybody in the back room right now. It's about to go down.
I'm going to be in my truck. Listen, I might even just jump back on in my truck. So,
all right, be good.
See ya.
All right, guys, you got 15 minutes. Not everybody talk at one time. I'm going to let everybody go once or twice. Say what you're going to say. Don't take the full 10 or 15 minutes. Let other people go. Okay? All right, here we go. I'm going to bring you all on all at one time. Hilberto, Pamela, Rashad, Big Time, Estefan, and John.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning.
Hey, man, I got to go first, Steven, because I got to get off here. I'm going to be as quick as possible. Look, it's Spread Kindness Friday, so everybody be nice. Cam, I hope you're listening, bro, because I'm not totally against some of your support for Tua. I got to be honest. Tua did a lot of stuff that I liked last Sunday, and I believe I kind of question our coaching's ability to evaluate players. Going back to the Luminor thing, but I got to give them some credit as well. I'm on the fence about it because they knew when to pull the plug on Rosen. Rosen got traded before the season even started. So we got to acknowledge the fact that in Flores' regime, they've actually been able to identify a bad quarterback because Rosen's on his fourth, fifth team now. But I just got to say, if the trade happens for Watson, I do want Watson. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm pretty sure Tua's gonna go to his next team, and this season, you're actually gonna see Tua doing good on another team. It's most likely that's gonna happen because he's showing his potential, and he showed a lot last Sunday, completing passes, very good throws, and he was using his legs. So there's a lot of good things coming out of Tua. That's where I'm at, y'all. So it sucks to be in this position. It's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But Watson is a good investment for the long term. So he's proven. That's all it is. He's just right now. He's the better player. That's it.
All right, that's the fin. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Ennis.
On the reason why he hasn't been charged, they're not reporting it on regular sports channels. But if you listen to national media like CNN, the women are given a disposition this week and next week. Then they will take it to the grand jury. That's going to happen after the trade deadline. This is why the reports came out from Houston. They're trying to make it seem like teams are vying to get a bidding war to make somebody jump. Nobody's jumping until after the trade deadline because they know the grand jury might be coming after the trade deadline, Steven. That's why there's no criminal charges yet. The women have to give their disposition and then take it see if it's enough to take to the grand jury. That's why nobody has moved on trading for Watson yet.
I just want y'all to know, if it goes to the grand jury, it's over. They almost always convict. They have like an 87% conviction rating.
That's why nobody has made a move yet, because the grand jury is not going to happen until after the trade deadline.
I never threw the word rapist out there, but I said y'all need to stop hitching y'all wagon to this thing. It's more serious than y'all thinking. Y'all think it's a joke, and it's not. Y'all keep thinking it's a joke for some reason. It's not that serious.
Nobody thinks it's a joke.
But no, you do. When you say trade for the guy, I feel like you're saying it's a joke. Yes, you're absolutely saying it's a joke.
There's a
real quick. So you think he's going to serve time? So you think that Deshaun Watson's going to serve time?
That's not the question.
I think he could possibly get away with it, but if there is any type of guilty, I don't think he's playing football for at least 2 to 3 years. And if you want to give up 2 to 3 years, go right ahead.
Even if he's innocent, the league is going to suspend him next year. He's going to miss 4 to 6 games. So we're looking at 2023 before he can play a full season for us.
If we make this trade, Stephen Ross has already put due diligence in sending a legal team down there. They're not going to trade for him if they feel like something's coming down. If they make the trade, nothing's coming down on Watson.
Hey guys,
hold on.
Ennis, hold up. I want to let some of these other people go. I'm sorry, bro. Big time.
Okay.
Go ahead.
There's an unspoken word right now with Roger Goodell in the NFL. You got to sit there and think, with all the other problems and issues back in the day, now you're looking at Deshaun Watson, all right? There's too much going on here. The trade, like Cam said, the trade would have already happened. We're talking about 3 number 1s, 3 number 2s, or whatever. A team would have already bid at it. The longer Watson sits, the trade value goes down. There's an issue here where he's not being traded right now. Even if the Dolphins or whoever gets him, he'll be sitting for a year, or even more. There's a lot more issues here, and we're just looking at, he's going to bring us a Super Bowl, or he's going to get us a title, or an NFC or get us to the AFC Championship game. That's not going to happen. This guy's not worth the trouble right now, and nobody's biting at it right now. There's a reason why he's sitting, and it's not just because Houston's not letting him go. There's a bigger issue than that.
So the reports are wrong.
He's sitting because he don't want to play for them.
Hold on.
No, there's bigger issues, Stephon. You know that. I've heard your I've heard your takes, and a lot of your takes are very good. And you talk with much of the bigger guys around the Miami sphere. But I'm sitting here telling you, it's bigger than that. If it wasn't, he would have already been traded.
Look,
guys,
but you got to take.
Estefan, hold up, bro. I got to let some of these other people go.
Yeah,
Pamela,
I'm out. Much love to everybody on the panel. I'm out, y'all.
All right.
I got to go. Thanks, Steven.
Bye. So I've been trying to say it all morning that there's a difference between the criminal and the civil case. And what the government will do with a criminal case is they want to wait to charge when they have the most evidence. In a civil case, Watson will have to testify. They will get his testimony. And when all those things happen, the government's going to charge. That's how it's going to go. So we don't need that. That's like being sick and drinking poison so you get better. That is not what we need. We have enough right now to win. Y'all look at these games and you take a few plays, just a few plays. And I've been saying it all along, quit the doggone zone crap. We put a bow on the first downs for the Jags by playing off 8-9 yards and giving them a first down all the time. That was ridiculous. Get up there, use our players properly, whether it's on the offense or the defense. I'm telling you, the defense lost us the game last week, and with a few extra plays, we win that one. We win Vegas, and we also win Indianapolis game. Three more games.
You wanted to say Oakland. Hilberto.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning. Thank you. I feel like if we do end up getting Watson, we're not ready to win a Super Bowl or maybe even get to the second round of the playoffs. So if you guys are trading the house for Watson, this team has a lot of holes. We don't have running backs, linebackers. We still don't have good pass rush. You guys want a top 5 quarterback and you want to be 10 wins, 11 wins a season and be content with that? I don't know if I'm ready for that. I think they should finish the rebuild. San Diego finished the rebuild when they went out and got Phillip Rivers. Drew Brees didn't work out, and they had a pretty damn good team. So I think we should just continue to finish the rebuild. I think Greer lost his job. Get rid of Greer, keep slow if you can, and work on building this team and building depth and getting some playmakers.
All right, guys, real quick, hit that like button. 50 likes, 88 people in here. Hit the like button, donate to the channel. Russell, go ahead, Russell.
All right, so I want to give a big shout out to Cam for spitting facts this morning. And I also want to give credit to Pamela because I know this for a fact. This is the issue, this is definitely more serious than people give it credit for, because when something is presented to a grand jury and an indictment is presented, that is for felony charges. That's not misdemeanor. And if he does get indicted, that is a serious issue. Outside of that, the big thing I want to talk about is the fact that Greer and Flo are the problem with this team at this point, not Tua. And it's blatantly obvious that Watson doesn't make this team better. And not only that, the issue that I have is the holes on this team could have been fixed with proper drafting. If everybody remembers, Greer's first draft pick was Charles Harris. You know who was still left on the board? TJ Watt. We would have had a better linebacker right there. There's one hole taken care of. We passed up on Panay. We also didn't trade up for Wirfs. We also didn't go after Sam Cosmi. There are so many other routes we didn't go get Najee Harris when we should have. You know, if we would have drafted TJ Watt, we might not have needed Jalen Phillips. And at 18, we would have had the option of actually taking Najee. This is the problem. It all starts in the front office. It's front office, coaching, play callers, players. That is the order of operation in football. That is the order of the people who should be accountable in that order. And it starts in the front office, and people need to recognize that and stop with all this freaking Watson
I need to get
talk
something out of my car.
and realize Tua is not the problem, and we're going to end up losing this kid, and he's going to go shine somewhere else like Pittsburgh, New Orleans. I mean, I think he makes Washington better because at least Washington has a defense because they invested the right way. There are other teams out there who
Washington
draft
has one of the
so
worst
much
defenses in the
better.
league right now.
Well, okay, whatever, Pete. It doesn't matter. The point of the matter is we're talking about the Dolphins, and they are a mess, and it is not because of Tua, and that is the point.
All right. I'm gonna let Pete go next. Pete, give me 1 second, guys. I'm only gonna keep you on for a couple more minutes, so I'm gonna let Pete go, and then I'm gonna let Rashad go, and then I'm gonna let Lance go. So Pete, Rashad, Lance, go ahead, Pete.
Hey, thank you, Steven, for having me up. Good morning, everybody up here. And this is all I really want to say. Like, a lot of you guys use takes, and Cam this morning and Russell right now with we should have traded Wirfs and all of this. A lot of that dies when you say we should have just drafted Herbert. Because if we would have drafted Herbert, we would not be in this position. We would not even care if Noah Igbenogany is on the field or not. I promise you, that would not even be a problem to us if we have a quarterback that puts up all these points. That's number one. Number two, this is about the Watson stuff. You guys love to sit here and say, let's build around Tua because this team is not ready yet. But it doesn't make sense because you want the best quarterback in the league right now to make your team better now. So I really don't get it how you guys are so happy with continuing losing with Tua because we just lost to the Jags with Tua. I don't see us beating any other team in the league. So therefore, this move has to be made. All of you guys saying, oh, if Watson, he would have came a long time ago. You guys love to forget that Houston did not want to trade him from the jump. They still don't. And they're still praying that he wakes up and says, yeah, I'll stay in Houston. That's the issue with Watson. They don't want to let him go.
You said Brissett was going to ball out. Your takes mean nothing, man. Cut it
What do
out.
you mean, Ennis? I said Brissett was going to move this offense and is better than Tua, and I stand on that. Brissett is better than Tua, whether you guys want to believe it or not.
Can I just say something really quick?
That's it. Look, this is what you guys don't ever want to point out. A lot of you guys, Tua guys, don't want to point this out. The reason we're in this debacle, Steven, and everybody, hold on, Steven. The reason we're in this debacle, you Tua guys, it's because of Tua. Not coaching, not this, not that. It's his play on the field. Because a quarterback could throw passes. Hold on, Russell. Hold on, Russell. A quarterback could throw passes.
Calling me Tua near, dude, because I wanted us to draft Joe Burrow,
I'm calling
bro.
Tua nears are Russell.
Man.
If you feel offended when I say Tua near, then you're a Tua near. That's all I'm saying. If you're offended if I say Tua near, then you know you're a Tua near.
All right, hey, Pete.
Shit's so corny, bro.
Pete. Corny, I can't let y'all argue this
ever, bro.
No arguing.
It's that TD Army stuff.
Number one is Spread Kindness Friday. That's one. And there's been no kindness today on this show, including from me and Cam. Although me and Cam were playfully doing it because we love each other. All right, big time. Or is it Rashad? Is it Rashad? Rashad. Go ahead, Rashad.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead, Rashad.
Yeah. First thing I want to say is Cam was 100% right about everything. He wasn't wrong about anything. Steven, you was right about some points. You were just overlooking the bigger picture. Watson is a better quarterback than Tua, but he does have these cases going on, and there was actually a vote on Twitter. I think Dudley retweeted it with about 5,500 votes. I believe it was 76% did not want to trade for Watson. Dolphin fans, apparently. We got to think of the bigger picture. We trade for Watson.
Hey, Rashad, how many of those were Tua guys that voted?
Out of
don't matter.
People?
A local poll? You're talking about a local poll?
Pete, you're killing me this morning, Pete.
Out of 5,000 people, I do not know how many of those.
Who cares?
Tua people. I'm a Dolphin guy, regardless. I don't care who they got in there at quarterback. I'm rooting for him. I was a Josh Rosen advocate. So say what you want to say about it.
Oh, Rashad, I remember. We used to get attacked for hoping on Rosen. Mm-hmm. But you know what the funny thing is? Those same Rosen takes we had are being used now on Tua. That's the issue. We were out here, Rashad. Let's give Rosen an offensive line. Let's give Rosen a running back. Let's give Rosen receivers. Those are the same takes with Rosen.
My only thing
Now we're
with,
trying to
yeah,
do
he's
that
not
all
wrong.
over again. That's the thing where people don't realize.
Go ahead, Rashad.
My only thing is we can put all our eggs in one basket, Ford, Watson. But regardless of what y'all think, we are not that team. We were well coached last year. We are poorly coached. We are the worst coached team in the league this year. It's a huge difference from last year to this year. We don't have marquee players on this team. We don't have, as TD would say, 9s and 10s. We don't have these Pro Bowl players. We have potential players, but it's not like we drop Watson and we have four starters on another team at the offensive line. We don't have a true starting running back. We don't have a go-to receiver. Our linebacking core, nobody likes our linebackers, sadly. Where's AVG at? Our cornerbacks are quitters. Once one is down, they're all down. And then we have Javon Holland at safety, a rookie who's our best safety. There's more that we need instead of just Watson. Even though Watson is an upgrade, don't get me wrong, he's better than Tua. He's an upgrade, but we gotta think of the bigger picture. We're about to throw all our eggs in the basket.
All right, let me Lance. I'm gonna take you off. Go ahead, Lance.
Hey, the way I look at it, we get Watson, man. To me, Tua would never be a top 10 quarterback ever.
Never.
That's how I see it. I may be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I just don't see it. So, and as far as the allegations on Watson, but if I heard Cam right, so if Watson settles, he's all good with Cam then. Am I getting that wrong?
I feel as though
Cam's not here to speak on that. So.
Oh, that's right. He's not in here. So I was waiting for him. Yeah, but that's the way I look at it.
I do want to say one.
Because X beat the shit out of that girl. And he's pretty much settled, right?
swear jar, but yes.
Yeah.
He had domestic violence.
Okay. So if he comes over to Miami, if Watson comes over to Miami and settles, he's good with that. He will be good with that.
The problem is some of the women don't want to settle. That's the problem. I think he would have settled already. But some of the women don't want to settle.
Right. Because anybody that thinks two is better than
but you got to remember there's civil and then there's criminal. All right, guys, look. I love y'all. I think I let everybody on here say their piece this morning. If I didn't, I apologize. I think I let everybody go.
No.
Guys, it's Spread Kindness Friday. So, matter of fact, this is what we're going to do before we leave. I want you to say one nice thing about somebody on the panel. That's how we're going to end Spread Kindness Friday. Russell?
I'm going to start it off, man. Hey, Trucker Lance, you're the best, dude. Drive safe. I like that you have that seatbelt on. All of you guys have a blessed day. I love it. It doesn't matter. Remember,
Pete, you need to say something nice about Russell, too.
Oh, Russell knows I like him. I like Russell. I just don't like his take that the same take that he uses over and over.
I like Pete. I like Pete too. I just don't like the fact that he doesn't know
I'm making sure there's nothing but love here. That's all. Nothing but love.
I even love the guys that come at me disrespectfully, like the dude Jan yesterday. I love that guy too. Listen, none of that matters to me. These guys are in their feelings, and I know that. But the thing is, they didn't care when I was in my feelings when we drafted Tua. When we drafted Tua, I wasn't happy. They bashed me. They went at me. I wasn't happy. I didn't like it.
I got you, Pete.
So now is my time to shine, baby. Now is my time to shine. To let them have it. They were so right with Tua, but now they're so wrong. But either way, this is the final thing because I know you got to go and everybody have a good day. A lot of you guys want to blame everything on my team, coaching, players, and all of this, but you guys don't want to seem to really come to realization that a lot of this is Tua's fault. It's Tua's fault.
I'm about to hit
Realize
on
it.
you. I'm sorry, Pete. I got to do it to you. I love you, Pete. I got to go. All right, next person to say something positive. Russell, say something positive.
Oh, I got plenty to say positive.
I only need one thing. Something positive.
Pamela, you're awesome. Ennis, keep it up, man. I love all you guys. Fins up. I just hope we start winning games. That's really all that matters.
All right, I love you, bro. Be good. All right, Ennis, say something positive about somebody.
Andrevius, I love your take. Keep it up, bro. Don't never switch up for nobody. Steven and Pamela, I love y'all. Have a good day. Everybody
I love you
else,
too,
God
Ennis.
bless.
Be good. All right, Lance, say something positive about somebody on the panel.
I just say I love everybody, man. I just do it all.
There you go.
I have no hate for anybody.
Go ahead, Lance. We'll talk to you later, brother. All right, let's go to John. John, something positive for somebody on the panel. Something kind.
Everyone,
John,
have a blessed and beautiful Friday, and I hope it's been a successful day.
All right, John, be good,
I want
brother.
to have everyone have a blessed and beautiful Friday.
I like it. Be good,
You
man.
too.
Have a good one. All right, let's go to Rashad. Rashad, something positive and nice for somebody on the panel.
Yep, I love all you guys. You guys love your heart, love your spirit, love your fire for the team, even though it's not always for the team. But yeah, y'all have a blessed Friday. Spread some more kindness while y'all out there. And fins up.
Fins up. All right. By the way, I want everybody in the chat to say something positive about somebody in the chat, about somebody you've been arguing with or disagreeing with. Say something positive and kind to somebody right now. Do it now. And use the hashtag spread kindness. Hashtag spread kindness. All right. Let's go big time.
Oh, Steven, I love your flip-flopping. No, man, I'll say this. I haven't talked to this guy for a while. Last time I was on EM. So if he's listening, I love this guy. I love his takes. But other than that, man, fins up every day, all day.
All right, no problem, man. Be good, big time. Thank you for coming on. 1234F says Pete is the smartest guy I know. Hashtag spread kindness. All love. Hashtag spread kindness. I think Pete has a nice logo. Spread kindness. Stephen D, good looking for following me on Twitter, bro. Love clock blockers. Everyone rocks. All right, let's go with who do I leave last? Ladies go last. So I will let Stephen D. Hater. I need you to say something nice about me, and then somebody else on the panel.
Why you change the rule? I'm gonna say something nice about you. This show makes my morning good. Okay, now say something nice about somebody on the panel. You said say something nice about somebody on the panel. What you didn't say is say something nice about somebody else on the panel. I'm on the panel, so I'm gonna say I'm always right. My opinions are absolute. You guys are wrong. I'm the best. You suck unless you're on my side. Bye, Pamela. You're usually on my side, so you're good here.
Oh, thanks.
I love Andrevius. All right, Pamela, something positive, something kind, something nice.
Okay, I got plenty positive. We are a family. We're family. Isn't that how you say it, Stephen D?
No, you got to do it like family.
Family.
Yes, you got to do it like Vin Diesel.
The best part is that we're all Dolphins fans. We see it different. And I definitely think some people are wrong, but that's okay. You can have your opinion. I love you anyway. So go Dolphins. Let's get this ship turned around. Love my Fins family.
Hey, Pam, I love you. Thank you for everything.
Love you back.
Peace. All right, guys, it's been real. I love you. Please go follow me on social media today. Hashtag at Stephen D SKPL. Go follow me. Follow Miami Sports Music. Got a lot of stuff coming up. And I will see you in Kansas City tomorrow. I'll be on live tomorrow. I don't have anything scheduled yet, so just be on the lookout for tomorrow in Kansas City, live from the NASCAR race. I want you all to hang out with me. It's going to be fun. And also Sunday, I'll also be live from the NASCAR race. So let's go have a good time. Love you all. Peace.